What are you doing while in quarantine? Well, studies indicate that drinking alcohol is up since the stay-at-home orders were put in place, but that's putting people at a higher risk for COVID-19. So we brought in Haley McFarland. She's director of the recovery services at Ohio Guidestone, and she joins us live this morning by Zoom with more on this growing problem. Haley, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So as we just mentioned, people are at home. Maybe they don't normally drink as much as they usually do, but they're finding things to maybe cope with the situation that they're going through. World Health Organization said increased alcohol consumption has now put them at a heightened risk for COVID-19. So can you explain why that is?
Anytime someone is using alcohol or other substances and putting that into their body in larger amounts or more frequently, it's going to weaken their immune system and just put them at greater risk of problems, health problems, mental problems, a variety of things that are not good for our well-being.
There's also a myth out there that alcohol can kill the virus, and that is not true, correct?
That's correct. There are certain levels of alcohol that are needed to kill the virus.
And really, it's damaging stuff inside you, right, that you need to help fight viruses. Isn't that correct?
Absolutely. Ingesting alcohol is not going to kill off the virus. If it's already inside you, it's already too late.
Yeah, so keep that in mind as you're drinking. So clearly, most are probably fighting anxiety, job loss, depression, stress, right? So this can be a serious problem for those who have a major issue with drinking. So where do we kind of draw that line? I've also heard that AA meetings have become non-essential. So where do people go? Where do people turn if they're having a problem, especially now? I mean, we've been locked up inside since late February, early March.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the first part of your question, it's really important to know that there's two answers here. People who already have substance use issues are seeing those issues get worse. Or if they're in a period of sobriety, they're finding that they're relapsing at higher rates. And then we're also finding that people who do not have an alcohol dependence or a substance use disorder, they're going to develop it if they continue to drink more often and in larger amounts. So there's really a big risk there for that. And then the second part of your question for 12-step meetings and sober support meetings, they have been considered non-essential because of the large group setting, but thankfully that community is so strong that they're doing so many virtual meetings, whether it's by the telephone or video, so that community really is staying strong through this, and there is support for people.
Which is nice, somewhere to turn. What are some other things we can do? I mean, people have talked about exercise. You've seen a lot of trainers coming up with all these great ideas to do virtual workout classes. So what are some other things that we can maybe keep our mind busy and maybe keep away from alcohol?
Yeah, at Ohio Guidestone, first and foremost, we believe in the power of relationships. So the more we are joining with other people, whether it's our family inside or outside of our house, our friends, coworkers, in our community, we're going to be better. We need to have physical, mental, and spiritual well-being during this time, and really put down the alcohol or other substances.
Now, what are your thoughts on liquor stores being essential after we've just talked about this for the last 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, I obviously don't agree with them being essential, especially because we know more people are going to develop alcohol dependence as a result of the stay-at-home orders and just the global pandemic and the stress that that is bringing.
And for those who don't have a serious problem with it, maybe you can recommend so many drinks or what you think maybe will help you maybe get through this if you need it.
I would really encourage people to refrain from drinking more than one evening a week. It does not need to be something that they're doing multiple times a week, because that is just increasing their risk.
Now, Ohio Guidestone, you guys still remain open for service. Talk about what you guys do if somebody wants to call.
Yeah, at Ohio Guidestone, we're super proud of how well we have handled this pandemic. We have had no discontinuation of any services. We immediately were able to switch over to telehealth, and our clients could not be more happy, and they keep saying it's been a godsend for them, that they don't know what they would do without the telephone calls and video calls from their counselors and other support. So we are still open. We're taking new clients, and I do have a phone number to provide for anyone that's ready to take the step to get some counseling and other services.
And we can attach your phone number to our website, fox8.com. You can find it there. Haley McFarland with Ohio Guidestone, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.